Vedic Mitra is a prominent deity of the Rigveda, distinguished by a relationship with the god Varuna, the god of celestial waters. Together with Varuna, he is counted among the Adityas, a group of solar deities. Vedic Mitra is a divinity of honesty, friendship, contracts, and meetings. The Vedic tribes migrated to the west with their gods, and their gods manifested into something that led to the formation of a secret magical cult of the sun. The name Mithra was adopted by the Greeks and Romans as Mithras, chief figure in the mystery religion of Mithraism. At first identified with the sun god Helios by the Greeks, the Mithra-Helios was transformed into the figure Mithras during the 2nd century BC. This new cult was taken to Rome around the 1st century BC and was dispersed throughout Roman Empire. Roman Mithraism, like Iranian Mithraism, was a religion of loyalty towards the king. He was the god of mutual obligation between the king and his warriors, and hence the god of war. He was also the god of justice, which was guaranteed by the king. Whenever people observed justice and contract, they called upon their god Mithra or Mithras. The temples of Mithras were always an underground cave featuring a relief of Mithras killing the bull. The myth shows Mithras facing away from the bull with one foot on the back of the bull, one hand holding the bull's head and other hand stabbing the bull in the neck where blood pours forth. Around him there is a dog, a raven, a scorpion, a snake, a lion, and a cup. And an ear of wheat is glowing from the tip of the bull's tail. The flock of Mithras is the night sky with the stars and the signs of the zodiac surrounding the whole scene. The symbols of the 7 planets are present. The 2 torch bearers of Mithras stand at either side of the bull slaying scene. The central mystery represents the constellation Perseus, Taurus the bull, Canis Minor the dog, Hydra the snake, Corvus the raven, Scorpio the scorpion. The wheat is the star, Spica the brightest star in Virgo, the blood the Milky Way. The 2 torch bearers symbolize the equinoxes. The whole bull slaying scene is therefore the representation of the heavens as we moved from age of Taurus to age of Aries. In myths around the world, deities and mythical heroes kills a bull like Gilgamesh, Hercules, and so on. In the Roman Mithra cult, the bull represented masculinity because of its strength and sexual power, as well as lunar and earthly forces. The slaying of the bull represented the triumph of the male spirit over his animality. Bull sacrifice was a central piece of the Roman cult as well as its progenitors. Eventually, the ritual of Turobolium emerged in the Roman tradition. Turobolium was a regeneration ritual in which the blood of the sacrificed bull was poured over an initiate who lay in a pit underneath. This baptism in the bull's blood was meant to cleanse the mortal flaws of the initiate and to renew both his soul and his physical strength. The descent into the pit was seen as a sort of symbolic burial from which the initiate emerged reborn and purified. The blood itself was considered the purifying force. Like blood baptism converted to water baptism, certain Christian beliefs was copied from the Roman mystery cult of Mithras. What is exciting about this is that the father or priest, who is dressed like Mithras himself, initiates by enacting one of the god's deeds, the miracle water in which Mithras fires an arrow at a rock face and miraculously ejects water. The element of water reminds one of the Christian initiation, the water of baptism. The Egyptian deity Horus had 12 disciples. Mithras had 12 disciples. Jesus too had 12 disciples. 12 months of an year, 12 zodiac constellations, 12 Olympian gods, Hercules and his 12 healing labors, 12 sons of Jacob, 12 sons of Ishmael, 12 gates of Jerusalem, 12 imams are successors to Muhammad, the prophet of Islam. In Buddhism, the 12 stations of life, 12 tribes of Israel. 12 is a very important number in basic math and also in the occult secret magic rituals. The importance of the number is very much that all major religions and cults attach something of their identities with a sacred number. If we travel to the ancient world, we would find some kind of celebration at the time of December 25th. In many places, each at first independent of the others. For the ancient Romans, that holiday was called Saturnalia, named for the god Saturn, who was also the central sun or the best sun according to the Romans. In Scandinavia, the Norse celebrated Yule from December 21st, the winter solstice, through January, in recognition of the return of the sun. Fathers and sons would bring home large logs which they would set on fire. The people would feast until the log burned out, which could take as much as 12 days. The list of the sun related gods born on December 25th is a long list, starting from the Egyptian Horus, Roman Mithras, Sumerian Tammuz, and so on. So, when was Jesus born? The date of birth of Jesus is not stated in the Gospels or in any historical reference. There is a strong and practical reason why Jesus might not have been born in the winter, but in the spring or the autumn. It can get very cold in the winter, and it's unlikely that the shepherds would have been keeping sheep out on the hills. Around 350 AD, Pope Julius I officially declared December 25th to mark the birth of the Christ. After the Christian religion was adopted by the Roman Empire, the various sun gods, Mithras, Horus, Apollo, were united under Jesus Christ, a new god identified as the Son of God or the Sun God. After Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity In 4 AD, Mithras, who was previously honored as a supreme deity, fell out of favor. Early Roman Christians were now compelled to worship the new sun god in the form of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Evidence suggests Constantine viewed Jesus Christ as one of many gods in a crowded pantheon of gods, a war god who had provided him with victory. Jesus Christ would be used by Rome as a political tool to solidify power and unite the pagan religions across the world under a new god. It is widely believed that Constantine remained a pagan throughout his life until the point of his death.